Hello everyone. I'm very happy to have you back on my channel. In today's episode, the story of Tien and Jack is no longer just about small stumbles, no longer about fleeting difficulties. As for Tien, that small, gentle girl, amid all the pressure building up day by day, she chooses a very different way to move forward. Not a single complaint, not a word of blame. She doesn't ask why things turned out this way, nor does she blame anyone. She simply, quietly, does what she can, early in the morning, before everything truly begins. When the space still holds a rare sense of calm, she is already in the garden, step by step, familiar movements. She harvests each pomelo, no rushing, no impatience, just a simple kind of care, yet filled with so much effort, drops of sweat. No one needs to see her exhaustion. She never speaks of it, only each pomelo placed down, gently, carefully, as if she is holding onto a small piece of hope for her family. Then she brings them to the market. A small, familiar corner. Nothing stands out. No sigboard, no loud invitations. Just her, and the neatly arranged pomelos. Each one, only a few thousand dong. Such a small amount. So small that many people might pass by without noticing. But behind it is an entire day of hard work, time, effort, and unwavering persistence. She stands in the market, among the passing crowd, inviting each person, her voice soft, unhurried, never forcing. Some stop, some only glance, then walk away. There are looks of refusal, quick, decisive, but she still smiles. A smile not forced, not sad, simply acceptance. Accepting that not every effort brings immediate results, but that does not make her stop. Her patience, silent, yet enduring, so much so that it makes people slow down, think, and sometimes feel a sense of compassion. Maybe the money she earns is not much, not enough to change everything, not enough to solve all the pressure they are facing. But what truly matters lies somewhere else, in the fact that she has never once thought about giving up. No matter the circumstances, no matter how difficult things become, she is still there, still continuing, still believing that, as long as she doesn't stop, there will always be a way. And amid all that chaos, Jack begins to rethink. No longer fleeting thoughts, no longer unclear intentions, but a realization, slow, yet deep. He realizes, perhaps, what he has been trying so hard to pursue is not truly what he needs. Not big projects, not distant opportunities, not the pressure to prove something, but sometimes, just a simple life. A place not too noisy, not too rushed, just enough to feel at ease. A small farm, a familiar space, a place to start again. Not too much, not too big, just enough to live, and enough to feel at peace. That thought, at first just a passing idea, but gradually becomes clearer. He wants to go back to where everything once began, to clean up the old farm, to rearrange everything with his own hands. No dependence, no waiting, just starting over. A decision, uncertain, with no guarantees, but carrying one thing very clearly: hope. Hope for a different path, hope for a different life, hope that he can escape the current spiral. And when the truth is revealed, his mother cannot hide her emotions. Not because the car is gone, not because of what has happened, but because she understands that behind everything is sacrifice. All the things her son has silently endured. Not a single word spoken. No staring. Just quietly enduring. Her eyes no longer filled with worry like before, but a deep sadness. Not heavy, not blaming, just love. Love for her son, for everything he has gone through. But after all, no blame is spoken. No anger. Only understanding and love. Gentle, yet enough to soothe everything. That night, Jack returns home. No noise, no rush. Just carrying a bag of food. Nothing fancy, nothing elaborate. Just familiar things. Simple dishes, like every day before. He and Tien step into the kitchen together. No need to say much. No need to discuss. Each takes a role, like a habit, like an understanding built over time. Cooking together, cleaning together, preparing together. Everything unfolds slowly, unhurried, yet carrying a very different feeling, a rare peace. Then they sit down together, around the meal, not abundant, but warm. After all the exhaustion, after all the pressure that never stopped, this moment becomes more precious than ever. No one brings up the past. No one talks about the hardships. Just eating together, just being present. And that simplicity becomes the connection. A meal, not just for eating, but a place that holds everything. Holding onto peace, holding onto love, and holding onto faith, to keep moving forward. And the story is still slowly unfolding, because sometimes happiness is not about having everything, not about owning so much, nor about things that are too grand, but in the hardest moments, in times when everything feels unsteady, there is still each other. It is when you return home, there is still a light waiting, a meal, though simple, but warm enough for the heart. It is when you are tired, you don't need to say too much, yet someone still understands. No need to explain, yet someone is still by your side. That is what keeps people grounded amid all the chaos of life. But within that fragile peace, a question still quietly remains. Will the decision to leave the current job and return to the farm truly be the right path? Or is it just a choice made under pressure? A new direction does not mean everything will be easier. A fresh start does not mean there will be no more hardships, because ahead are things no one can be certain about. A farm is not just a place to begin, but also a challenge. Days under harsh sunlight, early mornings, repetitive work, requiring patience and endurance. Nothing is guaranteed. No path is laid out. There is only belief, and the choices they make. And then, the difficulties ahead. Will they be easy to overcome, as they might hope? Or will they become challenges, even greater than before? Will the peace they are searching for truly exist ahead? Or is it just a temporary calm before unseen storms arrive? The journey of Jack and Tien has not come to an end. On the contrary, it is opening a completely new chapter, where every step carries a trade-off. Every decision has the power to change everything, and the events ahead will no longer be simple. There will be moments they must choose, moments they must face, and also moments when their faith is tested to its limits. But after all, the only thing that can keep them going is still those two words, having each other. Stay tuned for the next episode to find out what happens next. It has truly entered a different phase, heavier, quieter, and far more harsh. Jack is still that same man, still the one who always stands at the front, still the one who carries everything on his shoulders. But this time, what he is facing is no longer as simple as before. The more he tries, the tighter everything becomes. Everything around him turns more tangled, like a thread tied in knots. The more you pull, the tighter it gets. Work is no longer as stable as it used to be. Projects that once held hope, one by one, slip away, leaving no results. Phone call. He knows, if things continue like this, it won't just be money, even their peace will slowly disappear. And then, he made a decision that wasn't easy, a decision not everyone would dare to make. He sold his car. The car was not just a means of transport, it was his achievement, something he once felt proud of, a proof of all his past efforts. But in the end, he chose to let it go, without hesitation, without doubt. Only one choice: do what must be done, just to redeem the land certificate for his mother, just to hold on to something more important than anything else. A home, a place to return to, not overshadowed by worry. He didn't say anything, didn't tell anyone, didn't let anyone know what he had sacrificed, because he understood some things, if spoken out loud, wouldn't make them lighter. Instead, they would only make others feel more guilt, more regret, more pain. So, he chose silence, chose to keep everything inside, just like he always has, all this time. And that very silence only made everything heavier. But for Jack, it was the only way to protect the people he loves. Even though ahead, there are still many unknowns. Even though the pressure has not stopped. At least, at this moment, he has done one thing: preserved a fragile peace for his family. And the story doesn't end there.